Today is Jerusalem Day, where we commemorate the victory of the Six-Day War and the reunification of the Old City. After the War of Independence, which broke out due to the Arabs' refusal to comply with the United Nations partition plan, the Jews ended up attaining more land than they ever could have imagined. However, without East Jerusalem and the Old City, which were supposed to remain an international city and open to all. Under Jordanian rule, Jewish residents of the Old City were kicked out. Half of the Old City's 58 synagogues were demolished, and the Jewish cemetery on the Mount of Olives were plundered for its tombstones, which were used as building materials. Jerusalem became a divided city. 19 years later, as a result of the Six-Day War in 1967, IDF paratroopers were successful in liberating the Old City of Jerusalem. Today, on the 28th of Iyar, or June 7th. Rav Goren, chief rabbi of the IDF, while holding a Sefer Torah in his hands, approached the Western Wall, sounded the shofar, and recited a blessing of thanksgiving and then a prayer for the fallen soldiers.
לזכר חללי צה"ל שנפלו במערכה הזאת נגד כל אויבי ישראל. אל מלא רחמים.
On that day, Moshe Dayan, defense minister, declared his famous quote, "This morning, the Israel Defense Forces liberated Jerusalem. We have united Jerusalem, the divided capital of Israel. We have returned to the holiest of our holy places, never to part from it again. To our Arab neighbors, we extend also at this hour, and with added emphasis at this hour, our hand in peace. And to our Christian and Muslim fellow citizens, we solemnly promise full religious freedom and rights. We did not come to Jerusalem for the sake of other people's holy places, and not to interfere with the adherents of other faiths, but in order to safeguard its entirety, and to live there together with others in unity." This was the first war in history which has ended with the victor suing for peace and the vanquished calling for unconditional surrender, wrote Abba Eban, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. The war ended with a ceasefire on June 11th. 1 year later, the government proclaimed that the 28th of Iyar would become a national holiday and called Yom Yerushalayim, Jerusalem Day. Jerusalem has in fact become a place for all people, drawing tourists from all over the world no matter their religion. However, there was somebody before Moshe Dayan who believed that this could be possible. Theodor Herzl, in his utopian novel Alt-Neuland, writes, "All the buildings served Christians, Muslims, and Jews alike. They stood next to one another in a row. The Old City had become an international site and served as a home for many peoples." From the top of Mount Herzl, which overlooks the holy city of Jerusalem, one can bear witness to Herzl's dreams that have become reality. Happy Jerusalem Day to everyone.